Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, Draft Guru, coming at you with three more prospects for April 2025 NFL Draft. These three should put us at 472. 472. 472 prospects as of November 26th at 10:49 hours. Look around on an off week, still the best beard on YouTube. Look around to the so-called draft networks. See who's at 472 players in November. Anybody can come up with a top 50 list. Anyone could come up with a top 100 list. You get a 10-year-old pop up a top 100 list. All you got to do is go like this, press on the computer, it'll pop one out, then you regurgitate it, and you're like, oh, that guy knows what he's doing. Oh, that guy knows what he's doing. I wonder if we're going to see a shift now since Dallas actually won a game. If all the Dallas network channels, not all of them, not the guys I rock with, all the other snake oil salesmen. I wonder if since Dallas won a game, they're going to switch back to Dallas content and talking about Dak, even though he doesn't play anymore, instead of talking about draft. Because since Dallas season was going like that, like every single Dallas network, they started doing mocks and talking about draft. Bro, stick to Nintendo, bro. All right. This kid right here, he's from James Madison. Jacob Dobbs. He's a Holy Cross transfer. Two-time Patriot League Defensive Player of the Year. 6 foot 240. Rocked up. Not the tallest, but he has the girth at 6 foot 240. Transferred up to a higher division, and he's playing at James Madison. Dude got a 600-pound squat. He's hanging with the big boys. Listen, man, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, bro. James Madison is the last chance you of the East Coast. Every kid at James Madison never got recruited by James Madison. Let's just say these kids are all Power 5 schools. Actually, they were a little interested in me. My God, like 35 something years ago, but I'm like, nah. Even though I knew Charles Haley went there, I was like, nah, I'll pass. But they put out some decent football players. They really do. And like I said, everyone that plays for them, they're all Power 5 transfers. That for one reason or another, they just didn't work out at their school. So this kid's 6 foot 240. He runs a 4.6, 600-pound squat. He has 70 tackles, 3 sacks on the year. This kid is going to have to make a team, I think, on special teams first. Or, he's such a kamikaze, some tough ass nose coach. Somebody like Dan Campbell is not going to care, which he did with Malcolm Rodriguez from Oklahoma State, if anyone remembers him. There's certain coaches out there that don't care about your size. If you can play, you can play. Then there's other coaches, and it's the same way in college. They don't care what you look like. You can have the best stats in the world, and it's called the eye test, people. It's kind of like what a guy does to a broad at a bar or a club or whatever. You could have the best stats in the world, and if you just don't pass the eye test, they don't even give you a look. This kid is a super duper sleeper. And like I said, he's going to have to make his mark on special teams. And when he shows up to a camp somewhere, he gets an invite to camp. He's going to have to get noticed by laying people out, plain and simple, for him to get a chance. He will wind up on someone's practice squad. 100% he will. Unless some team wants to fake an injury with him, he will wind up on a practice squad. Next kid, ironically, is another James Madison kid. This kid has a story. Ayo Adeyo. He's a North Texas transfer. Kid's on the small side, 5'8", 190. Bro, he only has like, I think, less than 100 yards this year because he got hurt. The last 2 years, he blew up. The last 2 years, he's blown up. So this is a guy. I'm not going to say I wouldn't draft him, but I would say, as long as, let's say, you bring him in. Okay, it all depends. At college, they have Dallas days, they have days, but that's only for the colleges that are in their vicinity. Or, okay, when James Madison has their pro day, it's going to come down to what your doctor's report is on him. And that's why you pay your doctor millions and millions of dollars. If your doctor says he's all right, then you invite him to camp and see how he goes. And that's how he makes the team. But he is a kid who had basically 2 years great production. Also, on the flip side, he also can be granted an extra year as a injury redshirt. NCAA, with all their rules now, is crazy. It used to be like, 4 years and you're out. I was watching a game. Today's Tuesday. I was watching a college game Thursday night. Legit. I'm not lying to you. There was a 27-year-old linebacker on the field. Bro, I could have played Division I football as a 27-year-old kid. 27-year-old man. This dude was a man Thursday night, this past Thursday night. I swear to God. 27 years old playing college football. I could have played college football at 27, but hey, it is what it is. God bless him, bro. Hope he makes it. But it's going to have a short career, I can tell you that much. Next kid, he has a story. He's from Tulane. His name is Mario Williams. He started off at USC. Then he went to Oklahoma. Then he wound up at Tulane. Kid's on the shorter side. He's 5'9", 175. He has 41 catches, over 700 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he has a crazy 17-yard per average catch. In my opinion, he's a slot. He's a slot. You throw him in the slot. But in my opinion, I think if he can show NFL teams that he can latch on also as a kick returner, punt returner, because he has crazy speed and he's on the small side and he's shifty. If he could also add kick returning and punt returns to his repertoire, then that's going to help him more. But he's a name to look out for. Like I said, he's 472. I'm at 472 players. So, he's just a name to watch out for. Is he an undrafted free agent? Absolutely. But he will be a camp invite. So we're at 472 players in November. Give a look-see to all the fake-ass draft channels that are still going over their top 10 rankings out of every position. and it changes every week. I could do top 10 in my sleep. 28 more players to go. Then we're going to switch to conferences that nobody even talks about. And it's ironic that it takes a guy like me to talk about them and put them, on the radar for him to talk about them when yet their own people don't even talk about them. That's life. But we all know when you're rocking with the GWO, it's for life. Tonight, I think there's 2 college games. I think it's Kent and Ohio, I think. I know Buffalo's playing tonight. Like I said, bro, people, it's a Tuesday night, man. What are you doing tonight? There's college football on. Watch it. That's how you learn. You'd be surprised how many kids come out of the MAC every year. But what do I know? Over and out. Tomorrow I'll be dropping 6 more players. Peace out.